What's up everybody, That Car Guy Eddie here, and today another video on the RZR 200. So you'll have to excuse me, you're probably like, what the heck is this clown suit this guy is wearing? Well, this is my ode to cops down there in good old Texas. They're always calling people clowns, so I thought I'd wear a clown suit. I'm totally just kidding. It has nothing to do with that. I actually just got done playing softball, and I had somebody actually at softball ask me, hey man, when's the next time you're gonna do a YouTube video? And I'm like, dude, today is the day. And it's gonna be because I got a couple parts for the 200, and I do wanna let you know that we're gonna be getting a lot more seat time on this, but if you're looking at this and you're like, wow, this doesn't look like a normal 200, it's because it does have some accessories on it. First things first, of course, it's got the AFX front bumper, which I think fit pretty good. Getting it on was a little bit of issue. Then we got the roof, and then of course we have the back. So the back was just a complete cluster, and it kind of was difficult to put on. I don't recommend the back, or I at least recommend AFX fix the issue. I think my biggest problem with it is the fact that when I reached out to them to tell them that their part was horrible, they never got back to me, ever. Like nothing, like not a peep. But it's not what today is. Today is actually installing two different items. So the first one is this very quality piece of machinery here, and it's the Polaris branded windshield. And I always like going for the brands that the dealer or that the manufacturer recommends for windshields, because they're typically pretty good quality. This particular one, it does have some really good bends, like if you've seen it. So it's going to sit, but it has these like eye holes, eye looking things, whatever the heck this is. It really looks like the front of the car. So see, it kind of looks good, and it's actually just going to fit on the front. Now, a lot of people say, Eddie, why didn't you get a full windshield? Well, there's a couple reasons why I'm a big fan of half windshields and quarter windshields over that. So first, let's start with the install. So these are quick release clips, so they say it should just clip on. They say. So let's see. All right. So we line it up on both sides, and it looks like it fits pretty well. And it does pop in, which is nice. And then the clips, all they say you got to do is pull them. So here we go. Oh, wow. Worked as advertised. And that's actually in there pretty good. Let's see if this one goes in just as easy. Sweet. Okay. So there you go. Windshield on. Now, one of the things, like I said, a lot of people ask when they talk about windshields and everything is a lot of people opt for a full windshield. There is some things you have to worry about when you do get a full windshield. Number one, what does the windshield do with your roof line? How exactly does it match up? Always ask yourself that. And number two, ask yourself if you're comfortable consistently getting out to clean the windshield. The problem with it is that with a full face or with a full windshield, everything gets stuck on it. Dust, mud, water, and that's not just on the inside, but it's on the outside, but it's also on the inside as well. You see, when a vehicle has a front windshield, but it does not have sides or a rear window, which you cannot purchase for this yet. No manufacturer makes a rear window for this. You get like a Venturi effect. The wind comes in, hits the big full piece of glass, swirls around the vehicle, and then it comes in the back. So all the dust that you're kicking up swirls around, comes back, and it slams right back into that glass, which makes it dusty. If you ever lived with a full windshield, you probably know why. Now, if you're right in the water, and you're right in the mud and the muck and everything like that. Where was I? Oh yeah, Venturi effect. So if you ride through the mud and stuff, it's not really a big deal. But for my riding and how I feel most people ride, this is all you're going to need. Another thing is the quarter windshield features this little pivot, this little out pivot here. And what this does is it's sort of like a motorcycle. If you've ever looked at like a sport bike windshield, like a CBR or Yamaha R6, anything like that, the windshield's really low. And the reason why is because at speed, the air comes, hits this, and actually creates, once again, that Venturi effect I was telling you about, and the air tumbles, and it actually causes this area right here of lower pressure, and when it does that, it pushes the rest of the air up over the car. That's how aerodynamics kind of works. And like I said, that's really what it's designed to do. Now, here's the deal. you're doing like 30 miles an hour in this thing, okay? There's not going to be some huge pressure thing and stuff. But like I said, the majority of what you're going to need, the half windshield is going to be nice. So as far as fit finish, gosh, like A+, 10 out of 10. I mean, it fits really, really good. It's got the weather seal on the bottom, and man, this thing it's really sturdy. Okay, so what else are we going to install today? Well, we're going to install the one thing AFX doesn't make, and you know, this kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because obviously the machine is red and white, but it's going to have black tire kickers, tree kickers, Nerf bars, whatever the heck you want to call it on it. And these don't look, stupid mosquito, these don't look too totally difficult to install. It looks like 2 bolts here, one through the side of the body, one through the side of the body, which I've already checked, they're there. And then on the bottom, 2 bolts. So 4 bolts, and these should go on. And really, these are, I mean, they're not heavy, maybe 5 pounds a piece. But if you do hit a rock, or your kid hits anything, or it falls off the trailer, or anything should happen, this will protect your body plastic. These were like $150 from Polaris, and I would highly, 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 highly recommend these, especially on the kids quad. Only because you probably want to protect this thing as much as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and get going with the install, and we'll catch you in a second. You know, I wished that when I bought stuff, especially from Polaris, that it would fit. That it wouldn't need fabrication. That I wouldn't have to rig it to get it to work. Why? Because it's Polaris. You pay extra for this shit. This cheap Chinese crap. It's the same stuff, the same problems I had with the AFX bumper I'm having with this Polaris piece of crap. It doesn't fit. Show me, Eddie, show me it doesn't fit. So here are the top 2 screws, and the bottom ones are in only because this is the best way I could show it to you. But there's one there, and there's one there, and it's loose. I could slide it around. Look, there's a little bit of play, just like there should be. If you look up here, this comes up, and it's back. You can't see, but the whole thing needs to go forward about 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, I know you really can't see in this one, but this one, there's not even a hole there. Look, you can almost see it here. See? It's not even high enough. Look at that Polaris quality. This is exactly why I ride a Can-Am. This is exactly why. You got to be kidding me. Look, it's not even close. Ah.